Hi everyone. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about the top 6 differences between SEO and AIEO. So as you know, SEO is search engine optimization, and AIEO is the engine optimization which started happening after AI came up. So many people do not know that there's something called AIEO, and due to which the normal mistake they make is they just create content from AI and directly copy paste it, which is not the right thing to do. There is a methodology to write content using AI and then edit it, and then only after that it needs to be generally be posted. Okay, and there are other methods also to change that and then post to the website. So, what is the difference? Primary differences between SEO and AIEO. Okay, so before AI, manual search through keyword tools, limited to predefined suggestions, and the focus was on text, exact match, broad matches, etc. Time consuming analysis of search volume and competition. Now, after AI came up, AI powered keyword research. So there are many AI tools that actually conduct the research, and they generate long tail and semantic keywords and analyzes user intent in real time. So for AIEO, if you use AI tools that generate keyword, that give you the complete report of the website engine optimization, it is not just faster, but it is also at par with the AI standards. Okay, so that's one of the differences. Now, another difference: before AI, human only writing, slow content production, limited creativity in some cases. As you know how it was, right? Earlier, everything was done only by humans. So not far ago, just 2 3 years back, and slow content production, limited creativity, and one team had like multiple writers, multiple editors, and even before the final content got published, multiple review checks and so on. Now it is AI assisted writing. Content is optimized for user experience, faster content generation, and personalized content based on user data. So this is another benefit of using AIEO as a criteria rather than SEO. And but yes, as I mentioned, when it comes to AI content, it cannot be directly copy pasted. It has to be humanized first. So before AI, rule-based analysis, difficult to keep up with algorithm updates, rely on search engine optimization experts' experience. So if you did not have an expert who could understand coding and HTML and PHP and kind of the overall site maps, etc., it wouldn't be that easy to assess where the website stood in terms of SEO. But after AI-driven algorithm analysis, real-time adaptation to algorithmic changes, predictive analysis of future algorithm trends. So as I mentioned, there are specific AI tools for kind of. I'm not talking about the agents here. I'm talking about the Gen AI tools itself. They would do us a very quick analysis of a website and give us complete reports in very shorter time periods. Okay. Then user behavior analysis. Before AI, basic analytics, limited insights into user journeys, focus on page views and bounce rate. Now, after AI, advanced user behavior analysis, in-depth understanding of user intent, prediction of user actions. So you see, AIEO is not just about optimization of keywords and tags and the canonization and so on, but it gives you an in-depth understanding of user intent and user generated. If you recollect, there was something called user generated content, and what is the user intent, and it is somewhere much closer to understanding the user's mind, similar to what we spoke about as in the vibe coding part of it. So but this is more of understanding the user's intent or the business intent that is on the website, and prediction of user actions. So the tools that are AI based for search engine optimization, they also predict the user actions in future based on the past data as well as the present data, and they use all types of analytical models to give us information which makes much more sense and has much more depth. Okay, link building. Before AI, manual outreach, difficulty in finding relevant links, high risk of link spam. So, as you know, completely when websites exchanged links or kind of they just started putting links on other websites, there was a very heavy risk of link spamming. and focus was more on the quantity of links, and you would find many link builders on various sites such as Upwork or Freelancer, and many people would buy those links and kind of completely mess up their SEO part, right? Now, after AI automated link building. So AI itself does that. Now I'm sure many agentic many AI agents would also be coming up for SEO, right? There are already many, but there are even more further AI agents coming up that might be much more faster, and these agents find high quality relevant links, analyze link authority and trust automatically, and it's all automated. So for instance, you just set up the SEO or AIEO for a month and it takes care of itself. So you don't have to keep going back, and you don't have to keep kind of, manually sitting and monitoring everything, and you don't have to hire like 20 people to go, post comments on forums and directories and articles and so on. So it's much, much more easier, right? Link building will be much more easier. But then, yes, there's also going to be huge competition because every website is going to do this only. So, which means everybody's work is going to be very fast, right? It's all going to be automated. So, to what level of automation it would work? I'll give you a small example. For example, say a particular business is adding 1,000 articles in a month. Okay, that is the level of content creation they're doing using AI, both in terms of optimization as well as in terms of blogging, okay, by using ChatGPT plus and Claude and DeepSeek and all of that. Now, if this website is creating 2,000 articles, then the other will be mandated to create more than that, which means it will create 2,000, right? Now, if there is another competitor, how many would they create? So again, what kind of tool they're using? Okay, what is the quantity they plan? Is there going to be what is the balance between the quantity and quality is a big question mark. And so we'll just have to wait and see once the agentic AI tools come up for search engine optimization. How is it that the algorithmic rules for search engines change? So as I mentioned yesterday also, all the search engines like Google, Bing, etc., they are changing, the method of reviewing, ranking, etc., on the search engines basically. So how information is processed, how information is interpreted by bots is completely changing, because on the one hand these bots are throwing a lot of data on the search engines, and search engine bots are they have to have higher capability for catching all that information, processing it, and systematizing it, right, and ranking websites systematically. So a company like Google, I'm sure, is working simultaneously on both these aspects, right? Gemini being kind of an AI tool for generation of content on the one hand, but Google being the primary search engine on the other hand. So both are their products. Now, how are they going to do that? Likewise, multiple levels of search engine searches, right? For example, image searches, shopping searches, what else? Images, shopping, video searches, and a lot, right? If you go to the Google search engine browser, you'll know. So how are the search engine companies, or sorry, how are companies like Google, Bing, Microsoft, etc., planning that? We are still waiting for that information to come out. And also companies such as OpenAI, Anthropic, if they come up with their own search engines, right? Now they are going to come up with direct competition. They are going to become direct competitors to Google and existing Bing or Yahoo for that matter. So how would the search engine framework also evolve? That is also for us to wait and see. Okay. Likewise, covering just one more point, local SEO. Before AI, fixed location-based optimization, difficult to target local micro markets, limited to business address and local directories. So local SEO, very much kind of restricted, and but still it was much simpler. If you just optimized the My Business page and maybe your website for certain keywords, and just promoted it locally, that helped in ranking higher. Now, after AI enhanced local SEO, real-time location-based targeting, and personalized local search results, which means based on the latest algorithmic requirements, plus based on what these tools are going to offer, plus whichever is the latest trends in Google News, or on Google Trends for that matter. And you have to combine all this data and make sure that your website is not clogged with articles. It is not kind of doing things which is not acceptable by the search engine. So it's not that difficult, but it's not that simple also. Websites will have to go carefully in order to rank genuinely, right? Now, to uh, what extent, paid services, such as, for example, if you are if you're a local business in, say, the southern part of the country, and you have purchased subscriptions from, say, India Mart and Just Dial, etc., how are you going to balance those directory submissions or directorial, whatever, right? All those websites are going to be putting up articles on your behalf, submission sites, submission sites. Are they still going to be relevant? Yes, they are going to be relevant. But apart from that, where is your actual website ranking? Versus where are your social media profiles ranking, right? So AI tools will not be calculating your ranking only based on a few things like how it did earlier. After AI, it's becoming much more complex at even a local level, right? So within the same city or within the same state itself, there's going to be higher competition. And also because AI cloning, right, has helps people generate websites so fast. Okay, within 1 hour, or within 30 minutes for that matter, websites are ready now. Unlike earlier, where websites took at least 5 days to 10 days, right? So, how is all of that going to work together? Something for us to see. As of now, to optimize your website based on the AI inputs that AI blogs and AI content that you upload on your website. Make sure that it is plagiarism free, very important, as always, right? Make sure even your social media platforms are not copy pasting the same content. Okay, there are some platforms where the originality may not matter that much. For example, maybe if you posted something on a Facebook group for advertising a product or promoting a product, maybe that won't be prone to plagiarism, but rest of it, as always, is prone to plagiarism. It is always advised that you write your own content, at least have your own ideas, right? And then use AI to kind of edit it, change it, and then you have to properly do your plagiarism checks. You have to properly use a tool that gives you a good humanizing capability, and after that only post. If you don't do that, it is easy for your website to get blacklisted very fast. Okay, so I just hope this video was considerably clear to you. If you have any doubts, you can always reach out to me and I'll be happy to help. Do attend the AI content creation and leadership webinar that I'm conducting on the 14th of March. This is the next session of the webinar. I plan to conduct it more frequently moving forward, and the focus is now more going to be on AI, and then of course neurolinguistic programming will happen once in a while as well. So mindfulness and AI, it will continue as usual as a part of AINA. Okay, so next webinar is on the 14th of March at 4 p.m., which it's a Saturday, and the registration link, the link to go and register for the webinar is given below. And if you found this video useful, if you found this video to help you with your SEO, right, just type SEO in the comments. Okay, just type SEO in the comments. Bye bye.